자기 힙 속금에 그 자기 유익가 있어 그 힙
무슨 말을 다오가
때문에
그냥 코린 적 상거든요.
때문에 안양마 샤지 스타 chen 다다당이 냥마가 로지 샤진
Now we talk about Nyingma history.
rinpoche가 냥마 랩 잡작 답디다디 트위터 정도 장난 그 두스 우지도 타지
We concern we have no opportunity to hear in Nyingma history.
니 당부 샤지도 로지가 정시 당너 똑과 있어도 토마다 똑스리기다디 떡급샤스 그 답디고 삼는
Because I thought we have anything doubt about the history and the weakness and strength. We reflect on this first and then talk is better. That's he thought.
니 다른 게 그 넘버 책 로지 정도 샤지
Still, I'm going to talk a little bit.
다가 냥미 로지 샤디가 다소 나랑 솔라 제탑 쭈블기 항데 제디 냥마 요는데 제탑 쭈블기 항데 디가 다소 라마 거진나 유튜브도 원박지가 하락지가 루기 장난다디 더나오 니 제탑 쭈블기 항까지
So when we talking about Nyingma history, Nyingma we have called Jetap Shivluk Jihong, which means like all the lamas realization, attainment, everything transferred to student as like one was to transfer to one was. We want to talk like that way. So therefore easy.
다 보지가 나탄 그 콩상마도 강당 강인나양 자갈 그 반대달라 콩뜨기 요리
So all of the Tibetan traditions referred to Indian Mahasiddhas.
당상 상마가 샤진즈가 상마가 날란디 반대다 콩뜨기들이 샤고커스
Nowadays people talking about everything referred to Nalinda, the Panditas.
날란다 콩뜨기도 또 날란자도 자갈니 타와 첨부 니시 군바 딜 호비운당 호군당 또도 상마라 찬족 제사도 있는 거 그때 잔단들인 데 요리 돈지
So the Nalanda is the big monastic universe on India, and there's many ways people have value it highly, so therefore they're referring Nalanda.
다 자나가 줄진나나 다 날란자 송다디 향이 쉐레 돈자가 디다디 할리우드 스토리
So even in the Chinese tradition, if say or someone went in Nalanda and study from there, then is become very big recognition.
당산장다오당 파신다샤다오당 또서 당마도 날란다니 로용 말용는데 되지
Tangshanzhang and Fashinten, all those is because they have a bigger recognition because of they went in Nalanda.
그 보그양 상마 날란다니 용인디다디 도샤게요
So also Tibetans, that's why they say all they went to Nalanda, they are studying Nalanda. They say this because of this recognition.
이나 볼라 원숨 그 날란자금 간부 자가라 까다가 용칸 떠나 가시 랩탑이요
Jagan Maradiso,
볼라 랩탑이요
so there is a really well-known Nalanda's scholars. A few of them reached to Tibetan land.
다 뺀나 담방가들 그 간부 모두 사돈다고 지겠나 랑지 샤스ම් 그난 그 엄마 랑지 바그 칸티 스톤지 자가라 용서 잡고 좀 그바 침보지를 공표표요 날란다금 간부양데
For instance, like Shantarakshita is one of the three famous of the master, very well known in India, Nalanda. He also reached to the Tibet.
그 날란다 그 간부양 영어 난간지
He were his position in Chenpo and in the Nalanda University for a long time.
디지스니 조지 받는 아다샤 자가라 용서 잡고 지리 날란디 간부지
So and then Atisha also very well known in India, and he also reached Tibet.
第几年咱们上这个地很牛的，咱们上级换着这个那样，可给我办的，也能那人就看不也让能看的。
There's called Zama Sargihwar. He's a Tibetan, but he is a long-term and Nalinja Chenpo.
他看到我这个呢，不个人这个呢，那人这个比那从香到的，这个那人这个看不吃，等于从没看到。
He went to Nalinja since a child, young age.
20年，那人这个看不他们搬去下在写的去。
The last Nalinja's Chenpo is Panchi Shachashira.
搬去下在写的那人这个把多少年几年我在用到的啊，老卡写的有。
So Panchi Shachashira, after destroyed Nalinja universe, he came back to Tibet and stayed for a while.
三些搬的那个在那个给弄的是，让对象在的。
So even the Satya Pandita, he ordained by this master.
好，等到这个我就能整个空头上的那人这个看不有那面那现在你讲搞这个全部这个，觉得我的上年上啊佩服，那人这个多少斤下斤接到啊边挣到的啊，等到有那这个那人这个一百元就是空面的我当大家这个没有有咱们这个带送到的老用老经济的记咱们这个现象的嘛的。
So therefore, Tibetans referring to the Nalinda University is really true. They have true connection with Nalinda. It's not just like a few people went there and few years study and then say we have some connection. It's not like that. That's well known. The great masters come to Tibet and transfer the teachings like that.
这那这个不尼呀，那人说了老用艰难，用看样没多经验的，但你妈的，没忙不的。
So same as Tibetans went to Nalinda University to study practice, it's not only a few people. There's a lot of people went there.
就是这把个不拉老早话也在也拉个样的，排起话的家人拉送你老用解决的。
So the 8th century, known as 128 great translators in Tibet, they all, most of them, they because went to India.
就是把那的个话，那做老早话家人拉着的，人家这个排起的长嘛的，人家这个不跟人家这个样的，那人家能不跟人家老用这个这个。
During the Atisha time, Naktsulo Zawa, he went in India, and that time, even in Nalini University, one of class is all is Tibetan.
哦，等于你他说，包括去那人家的用啊，那人家的用啊，现在要的恐龙刚样没你，你说这个送咱们这个，你过来进入咱们这个，俺做地就把人那边还是看你妈的。
So therefore, is Tibetans say they are connected with Nalendra. It's not just few people went there like that. They have big connection.
哎呀，他给这娘娘看。
Now I'm talking very brief.
他娘妈的那人家你就吃下去。
So now I'm going to talk Nyingma how connected with Nalendra.
个人不清，看清不的啥多。搬清不嘛么的，不但给这种长嘛的家人这个那人家你用的。
Guru Rinpoche, Kanchin Bamamata,
不的啥多，
Bodhisattva,
不但给。
Badangehe. These four all come from Nalendra.
个人不清南特个那老了，那人家了没得个苏巴兄弟，搞不啦空带皮。等你没得个苏巴多，咱啦下家上去在里参的样，大概人在里下去。
Guru Rinpoche, his own biography said when Nalendra has a non-Buddhist cross come and he went there and he performed some magic. And that time his name is Shakchashiri, Shakchasanghe. The Zimtr standards on the Stopai. Or his debate behalf of the Nalendra. So that time his name is Shakcha Sanghe.
那人把这个一马go办就行， 장마가 지용 근지근디 같이 하고
You don't talk the others, maybe, yeah.
아니 과지 반다고 있나 나로 받아는 조지 받아 아테시니까 아제스
Kajipa is Naropa and Ataka is more main connection.
사실 반다고 있나 버과 발라 콘트기 요래 버과 바 뭐마 날란데나요 dim산라 빠른 추숑 될게 요래 날란디 반데다리
Satyabaz Burvapa. Burvapa is a translation Tibetan name is Fardan Chushkyong in Nalinda.
아니 조능 반다고 지겠나 접친 뒤잡아 자가라 와리 날란데 예멍이 하고도 시
The Jonangba is the Tupchin Tijapa. He is a Indian, so he doesn't know he's a
Manju Baja.
yeah.
근데 날린다바 최총이니까 상마도 날린다바 최총래와 날린다바 최총도 날린다바에
Right. So Nalinda
관심 날린다바 치와당 총화되지
yo yo.
날린다바
Tenigata Nalindaga in Bazir.
날린다바 지르가 산양대 톡다요
The second, the Tujap and the Nalintaba, two of them is obviously from the Nalinda.
다그 샴치 검릭 반다고 옛날 호마샹동바空中타 샴치 검릭인데
And then, according to the Jantong lineage, the Shamchu Gomlukpa, which means the meditative of the meditative lineage from the Maitreya.
때 다 린칭도 지될 거죠. 때락도 그요래. 랜나 맞아.
Ranching Dorji.
뭐야?
Ratnavaja.
랜나 맞아.
Yeah.
랜나 맞으라도 그요래.
Ranavajra is the connection.
랜나 맞으리나 호나 날란다금 키바 고틱 될 거죠. 난그 위지 같이 될 거죠. 위그 지금 날란다가 스tam비 스톡한 좀 그나 위나 요나민 나오다.
Ranabata is
랜나 맞아.
Ranavaja is the Goshin Vijay Zotukzu.
고틱 키바 틱요 날란다.
Nalinda, there's main 6 scholars. So he's one of them.
고리리 라리리 고질라지요래. 위나 아니요.
So they have 4 doors and 4 directions, and then middle they have 2.
나로바 샹구종 반대다 연락이 오르와.
So Naropa is the north door.
응이나 관지 병감모드가 때문에는 rinpoche 저 양동 벨거 요데 요데 양동아空가게 요래. 양동아 초라라 초콩 요지니 하팅 요래. 때문에. 가르리 제 나로바 저거도 못한 거요 말이야. 위지가 되는 정도 지금 저 말이다. 니 때문에.
So one time he joke Kaji Kampo. Kaji Kampo said, "Oh, you are parent that Jantong view," and he said yes, and then he said, "Oh, what connection you have the Jantong?" And he said, "I have more connection than you, because your Naropa is only outside doorkeeper, but I'm the Rinchen Takpa is the middle of the door."
때문에 니깔라 윤단에 차버려 말이 나란다고 있나 니깔라 무바요 따바요다 그래서 때문에
So this is just his joke, and is of course he respects us equally, but he just joke.
대인 그 전왕 상금 도리는 이기 공도 날렌다바 되다 요리 니 뜻하게 요진다.
So therefore, the Chonangpa Sutra and Tantra, both lineage is connecting with Nalinda.
저게 gelibbandawo sonji 있나? gelibala 과다 먹살마 되기요.
So Gelugpa's the name is called Kagdam Sarma, the new Kagdam.
가담발라 정바당 담나바데 가담바 아니요 사리.
Kagdamba inside division is Zhongpa and or damgakpa, which means like a more doctrine part and more pita instruction. So the Gelugpa's the intellectual study doctrine is the doctrine of the Kardampa. And the practices of the especially with Guru Yoga and Guru connection of these things, they say transmit mostly from the Kardampa the Pita instruction lineage. So therefore, the lineage is connected with Atisha. So therefore, all the traditions, the five traditions in Tibetan, they all connected with Nalinda. Now I'm going to talk in Nyingma. So in general, I'm going to talk about 11 sections of each tradition. So first is how the name comes. The second is who is the pioneerst of the lineage. So then the second is the year or when it start. And then the fourth is the what are the main the monastic locations. And then they practice the tantric Vajrayana practice, which school of tantra they connected. So the sixth is what the main Yidam deity. The seventh is what is the main Dharma protector. And then the eighth is what the doctrine, main doctrine. And then the ninth is who is the more the presenter the doctrines. Presenter doctrine. The 10th is the viewpoints. The viewpoints he can talk more in that time. So the 11th is what is the differences lineages inside. So in general, the main education and the Sutrayana path, all traditions, no much differences. And the Sutra means the five doctrines. The unique part is all traditions, the Vajrayana part, practice. The main deities, which was main deity, Yidam deity, and then how you practice, that part is people have a little bit differences. But the Vinaya part, there is no argument. The Abhidharma also, they don't have much differences.
파싱 그거나 따위 거는 적서라 종대 대샤바래 요아래 마토 쪼비 거는 차버 강양 메와레스.
So when come to the Abhisamalakara, the Pashina Paramat part, a little bit different, not a lot.
Then Romayan, the Nanjin did the Romala, Tawi Gugu, Jinsam Gugona, so from this Jahan, Yore Mato, Jambachagala, Chapajanga, Sida Yomaris.
The Majamika, they have viewpoints a little bit different interpretations, but mostly similar. So therefore, I'm not going to talk too much about the sutra part this time. But when I'm talking to Jonang, I have to talk a little bit sutra part, no choice. So in general, everybody has a union of Sutra and Tantra, but the Chonapa have much more union and more a kind of inseparable. So that's why he has no choice. It's really who is the union, the Sutra and Tantra is at that time, it definitely is Jonang. So when they're talking about the sutra, then you referring to the many tantra path quotations and everything. This is only Jonang, not any other that do that. So when Taksang Lotsawa, the Sakya Taksang Lotsawa, he wrote Rinpoche, Jit Tsongkhapa. He wrote Ngarvi Kachin Chorjit, which means 18 contradictions.
Tela lan gelu bi mau jabiori de kinjin jang jaba go temta chemu nang lo lang gawi khachim jorje la redi chini phalan jabiori.
So many Gelugpas answered these accusations, but especially in Jiangyang Japa, he answered one by one.
Tati kabla karidina tinang lan ani tam ga ku ngakalong khashi tang ni lan tabiori.
At that time, he some of answers he referred some Vajrayana quotations.
Ani kipa khashi ga tana lab ga yores. Sache shokon kipa khashi ga tam do ga to ji di ga ta so ngakalan jab yo de lakcha mar ni ni kangsang ma jong ga pha jab yang da wo ji de chak yores de lab ga yores.
And then the Sakyapa, some of the Sakyapas saying to Yangjapa, you referring some tantras when we talking about sutra, that means you couldn't find any answer. The sign of the you couldn't find answer.
Chertang dorna ka kare de go ne go. Tawala chapar men no jingkhan to Jonang bakchi ko maris.
In general, is the sutra and the tantra same viewpoint is not only Jonaba.
Yenang do tang jiddi thama da ma reri yinda di pang digda di korum digda di ndriwa jangkhan da Jonang la linda.
But all the sutras and all tantras, all referring all together, all of them doing like this like kind of view is only Jonaba. One time, one of Gelugpa Vevshi questioned him. So one time he teaching the commentary of the Uttara Tantra, and that time the Geshe said, "Oh, I saw mountain doctrine, Torpoba's mountain doctrine, but is mountain doctrine is sutra or tantra? I confuse it."
lamrim gi chewa je dig ta do tamba tam jang gami to ba jong tam ja dambar ko ni chu chimbo ranga sa to jeri gong ba da sa ni pa di da di lamrim ma cha chu je de sha go jo de re chu ngi don jang to la cha tang chang da yo de di ta ge jeri gong ba da ta to pi thap da re di ni ko ta la di lab je lan ta yi.
That time his answer is, according to the lamrim, the Tsongkhapa's lamrim, Tamba Tamchin Garmita Toka, all Buddhism is non-contradiction, and all the doctrines is for Peter's destruction, and there isn't go. All the afflictions is how to say yes, about despair, self-despair spontaneously. Oh, that is you understand perfectly the Dharma. So these Tsongkhapa's 4 definitions is the rich mountain doctrine.
lamrim gi chewa je ji lami song ge nyang bo lam do tang nga ne ti lamrim ni de ri to ji rim bu ji cha chu en jo ko yo re ni ti cha chu de re chu ngi do nyam to la tang na ri bi sha ke yo.
So the very unique points of the Tsongkhapa's, these 4 points between both of the lamrim and ngagrim, he said this definition is definitely possessed mountain doctrine. I asked him what Geshe say, and he said, "Oh, okay, yes, sir." The Geshe is he always joking. He's a friend.
Oh,
therefore, when talking Chono, he have to mix.
Oh yeah, Nyingma yinda.
Okay, now is Nyingma.
Nyingma dinagari Chono to hako kundu edi.
Do you understand what is the Nyingma?
Huh?
Ancients.
Ancient.
Old.
Anardi. Oh yeah, Anardi. Anardi to con Chenpo sagari edi.
Antique is expensive.
Precious.
Oh. Nyingma tanga ta Chenpo yo re.
Nyingma is similar.
Yinda Nyingma la ma che chu nganjer lab ge yo re. Njer ngama.
Many of them they say ancient translation. So the great secret Nyingma. Some of them say Dzogchen, the great perfection. The luminosity of the indestructible doctrine.
Kono to nyamni dam dewa yongkan. Kavre sani dam dewa yongkan. Taga kavre na tanda go damba de dam dewa yongkan tana ji de indus.
So in general, Tibetans make name is sometimes related with location, sometimes related with themselves, their practices, like that. As same as the Chinese tradition and Japanese tradition. This is in general in Buddhism. So the sutra part, there is no such thing ancient and recent.
당 레와 양 발제 만질 감니 그 제리가 요리 또 시서양 땡천년 제주 따라가래 또 노고 쇼라 사냥도 요시 뭐
So why we don't have deviations, new translation and old sutra? Because already translated ancient time, and they continue to just study this.
그 나도 골라 그냥 근데 인데가 차버리셔고 요바 또 코랑 냥마랑 그냥 상치 냥마 봐 디다리 남진 코랑 소거 칸이 라비아다 이김 레알라 뜸레알라 겨우도
So Nyingma Bas always like to say Sangchin Nyingma, which means the great secret Nyingma. They would like to refer that way.
코랑 소 달람네 디디 겨우 요래
If you say that way, the Nyingma Bas like it.
디 돈다 가리나 나는 좀 놀라 쳇었네 라
Why? Because they say in sutra part we have no differences.
근데 집바가 존진가 아니와도 집바 존진인
So the second is who is the pioneers of the lineage.
집바 존지 그 남자가 차야 또 띠를 깔리 가버리
So this is part is a little bit difficult,
때 냥마라 강안도 야마도 강안도
especially in Nyingma difficult. The others not that hard.
그래디나 냥마 그 담비 존지라 거를 뭐지 랑 저거리
So Nyingma the pioneers only put Pamasambhava.
달로 적은이 나로라 지라 디디 태비거리 또 혼자다 참마가 냥마가 담비 존지 세인디 거를 뭐지 자야마도 잠바강 요마
Only reason the 10 years they have a little changes, but before that everybody refers only Pamasambhava.
로 전이나 간디지 형아리디나 가시 실제 그 심직바 그 식진당 근데 워크양 피바 가시 그 로랑당 띠고니 식진디디 태비거리
In recent 10 years, they have changed a little bit because of some of the Western researchers and some Tibetans meetings, discussions.
가리람나 거를 보지 자갈 그 반디다 지그래 거를 보지 답안 냥가 냥마치고 말해 그 냥마치고 다고 자야 만두 때요
So what the recently discussion is why you the Guru Rinpoche, the Pamasambhava is Indian master, and all Tibetans have a respect and Guru Rinpoche. So why this is you cannot Nyingma only possessed. That discussion comes.
단다 그 짐살라 때니 단다 그아 시수형아 그 상간다고 단다 그 나로라 그런 뭐지 파 아jar 그 접촉도 수나나 파업제 그 주진 그 존재다 가시 그 메론 정도 그래 그 가시 그 주제 송전가 뭐 정도 그래 가시 그 추종됐던 정도 그래 간단한 때라 존재 그 강라 디디 소바형이 된다
So nowadays they put in Guru Rinpoche put in the category of the Indian masters, and then say, oh, who is a Tibetan? They argue in maybe Merozana, maybe Tongtsen Gambo, Chutongdetsan, and arguing and not settled. Not settled
yet.
Not settled.
Yeah.
그거나 보기 추진 거 존재들이 추진 잠바 상마고 보기 추진 거 존재도 그런서 보그 사니 그 뭐다 그 다가 인정되는 자다요. 이점 상관이 있어요.
So when we say Tibetan, this panist, and always have to be the local person. So probably that, perhaps of that.
여름 뭐지가 여름 뭐지 자갈 그 반대로요. 닝마 지부 말엔 다운데 떠나래 송요.
So even His Holiness sometimes say Guru Rinpoche is the Indian master, is not belong to only Nyingma.
어디마다오데
It seems it's true.
대인디가 다도다 나는 또 나글 릭선다고 엄마글 릭선이는 그런 뭐지랑 안 좋지래.
So if we, according to talking ancient, then Nyingma's the pioneers is Pamasambhava.
Nyingma kari 지금 tambi chul 지금 kanlup chusam der beyo.
Before they talk about three panias, kandup chuksam. Three.
Kambo mod satori.
Kambo bodhisattva, Shandara Chita.
Chuje chitong dik tande.
Chujitratong, that's the king of the Tibetan.
Ni ngar Rinpoche de.
And then Guru Rinpoche, the Pama Sambhava.
다 나니 아니 데 자르 그 반도 그나가 파브잡이야 디가도 추동 데 자치 볼라가다.
Then two categories on Indian master, then only the king Chitong Depsan.
냐마 마제 슈 ngar Rinpoche 짐바 식진 보여 디가도 다또 저런 서고 담비 쫄기 말이 디다 디가도 띠 루팡 마탐니 다요.
So Nyingma have very great attachment with Pama Sambhava. So that's why they say, this is not your panias, then they don't know what to do.
지금 잠바 그 커성만 나오.
Seems like somebody took away.
다시 그 초가 장금 초성한다고 가지 찌마 장금 초성 디가도 샘플 정도도 왔다고 직접 비요.
Somebody's wife taken away or somebody's husband taken away is similar like that.
유나야 당선 글랍당 대근의 지금 짐삼미바 단이 말이스.
But what they are saying is very reasonable.
그런 뭐지 뽑아가 저기 지금 라마 장다요.
So Guru Rinpoche is a Lama for everybody or every Tibetan.
그 탐몽 마임바 좀 다른 그때 마임바가 잠바 진정고 이거 다도 다 추동됐던 요야마도 하면도.
If you have to put somebody else, then there's no other than Chosong Depsan.
다가 선바도 준지 그 로츠기지. 다 담바 준지 비 로츠기다지. 로츠기다라양 닝마도 배 닝바레스. 닝바 인디가 다도 로츠기 닝바된 저야도 다 로지 깡가나나 나 띠스 깡한티요.
So when we're talking about the term, I mean, it's difficult to Nyingma again because it's old, it's too old. So every old one's specific date is difficult.
보이그 근데 자거 그 dorjito pola thoma jerju tela tanda ga nyangma go otswa zumkan ji dang tanda gending ji de zigni tani ren de ya dang ni du liksu ni dang.
How we recognize the start Tibetan Buddhism is there's a different way of think. One is how started the Dharma in Tibet, or not only just Dharma, but how started the Vinaya in Tibet.
당본다 원인스 그 보고 이게 도마 좀 칸 도마 삼보자 그 샹지스 금 도지니스틱 저니 디랍 덤비감니가 너 총기고.
So the first one is if you according to the first, and then is one of the Avalokiteshvara's Sutra 21 they have translated. That is happened in 7th century.
니바도 디랍 잡이까블라 나라서 삼이 층 삼이 층 아니 삼마모들라 소바랍도 숑 겐든지 디 층니 tani 스리요 디랍 잡이까.
Yeah, the second one is only count from the Sami, the temple is already built, and then later on they made the Sangha and ordained the people at that time.
다 삼인들이 로달라 로징니 징니 tana 그 차버요리 딱니 로 딱니 마운다 따이 로응암 종데 요띠라 양 차반다오 띠디 숑고요리 옛날 다달라 릭솔 강인나 양 차버리 침보용 거 말이 다 로제장래 그 차버리 마도 시다용 거 말.
So this date also they have people have disagreements, but not too far away, only just 10 years differences.
하대 로츠도 로지 냥바가 로츠 저디가도 자 보다 잠랑도 찍바린도 그 로츠 냥바다 빼 땅케 마타바 다다운 타마보요.
So this is very in general in the world. The old dates people have no specific difficult to identify.
하나 상하지 그 종로 가서 뒤 저랑 소가제티나 저런 술란 간나데 그리.
So for instance, if we say, when is Buddha born? If I ask everybody, how you answer? It's difficult for everyone.
니동갑자 탕마가 랍고 요레스. 니텐 데빌리 소데스.
So everybody know saying is 25,000, but this is only for Niftan.
솔지파 그리.
Niftan Devil, Theravada tradition.
다 제당 연서 그 상지근 뒤로 팔지 납질하지요.
Dilomada.
먼저 납질하지요.
Also, if you the disagreement of the Buddha's date is about 50 differences.
그러나 콜로 빼면서 맹아모데.
Because it's too long time ago, so hard to identify.
전남진 그 예시리 뒤로라 참마 소바메 적적게 요데 예신 뒤로 피서 단계로 정하려면 다무 내는 소바메 받아 단니 말이 그런 그 가르디나 나는 좀 바꾸이 정리 그런 그 익차 숑쓸 때랑 소바식 침보.
So maybe some of think the Christian the crisis date is not agreed, but this is only agreed later on. They set up with purpose, but long time ago they have many arguments. They have the Barber have arguments. Same as everyone have this trouble. So the fourth is I'm taking you the main monastery locations. So Nyingma was the main, the most main is Sami temple. So it's not only Nyingma but the first monastery in Tibet. It's not the first temple. There are many other temples before, but the first monastery. So monastery means have sangha inside. So other conditions, like 500 factors away from the village and so forth, but the most important is the sangha in it. And then next is the Tamduk monastery. Tamduk.
단중이 항한다고 옛날에 뒤로 덤비까블라 양조리 옛날에 지서 겐덤비 대당도 스가드 뒤로 잡히까.
So Tamduk, the temple is existed in 7th century, but the monastic become monastery is 8th century.
아니 닝마라 gond이 첨부 달로 섬자가 흥운다고 지겠나? 달로 섬자가 흥운다나 제가 냥마 그 gond이 첨부 지가 등다도.
So more than 300 years ago, Nyingma has big main monastery, 6 big monasteries. 3 is in Wursang region and 3 in Kham region. Wursang is Dorjetak, Mentrolang, and Paragomba. Pari. Par.
Chenpo Trichin Sherab was there, and Jingmin Lamba dancer.
Chenpo Trichin Sherab was there, and Jingme Langba. And he's dancer, his monastery. If you search more, refer as more earlier, and then it's very early. They believe they have a 900 years history. Kham region, you have Pale, and Katok, and Dzogchen. These three monasteries.
디난그 니에딘들 자랑 just become 빠르냠 송아리스.
During the 13th Dalai Lama time, Para is disappeared.
저는 그 마찬가지도 총.
Same as happened Jonang Monastery.
tani dana 그 칼라 nomba 지gam니 감식니 이칭 공부다 야 해비요.
Then later on, the Jichin monastery income you can count as bigger.
Such a, yeah.
Jichin.
미들라 비요데 냐미 땅상 랍지 그 군디 친구 뜨될 거죠. 때라 로지아그 낭로라 쇼마리 마토 다 로지아그 낭로라 티밍도 쇼마리 마토 뭐마 디 이지친 요 말이야.
Nowadays we talking. Nowadays Nyingma say 6 main monasteries. That is only talking in within 100 years. Before that, they don't have Jichin. Jichin is not included.
시드니 이지친에 빼 키바만 붙여도.
Jichin, Jichin 만.
말을 시친 마 이지친. 이지친아
Jichin Gyaltsab
이지친 람점 이지친 제sab라서 빼 키바만 붙여도 때인디다도 냥마가 단사치 다도 이차서.
Because of Jichin Ramjam and Jichin Gyaltsab and many great lamas, roses from that monastery, so then becomes very important. Nowadays in Nyingma, we're talking about 6 main monasteries and 2 big study locations. I don't know how to say.
Universities?
Yeah, it's kind of university. Yeah, institute. Yes, institute maybe is good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That been larong sigdis.
One is the Larong.
Sigdi yachin dis.
One is the Yachin.
Yachinga.
Yes.
Oh, tatanya gala tawa chula yori.
The second was
Yachin.
Yachin.
Tawa ani dimi samla domni ga churso yori.
So they both of them more than 10,000 monks and nuns.
다 gumbariri galorji chirtang lava yendana yenna yang ta titu kawang de tam jikini biacho.
So his plan is going to talk each monastery's but history, but we don't have time, so he live here.
다가 나와도 단다가 자위 지디금 정송.
So the 5th is what the root of the Tantriana school.
현재 사금 지디데 닝말란다 위나 돌지 샘섬 데피요.
So what is the root the Tantriana? The Nyingma language called Dor Git Semsum.
ndo dina ndo gongban di ba de jidiore sanji tamche ji gongba chik den di sa ndi de yong kan ga tanda ga jidiore tela pe ni ndo chochin di ba de shong.
Do is Ndo Gompa Dipa. The Gompa Dipa is one of Tantra, and so is all Buddha's viewpoints all together. That kind of sutra. It's not Ndo. It's a name is like sutra. Ndo means like sutra, but it's not sutra. It's a Tantra.
tani jitu sawanyangbo la ko yore sawanyangbo to dorji semha jimchit tawa ko yore dorji sem ko jizure.
So Git is Git Sawanyangpo. Git Sawanyangpo. Sawanyang short name. So Sawanyangpo is one of the Tantra of Vajrasarva.
어디 셈 될거 줘도 세상 셈쪽 조바 첨보 라 그 요래 독친.
Sem means the Dzogpa Chenpo, Dzogchen. Semchok Dzogpa Chenpo, the great mind of the Dzogpa Chenpo.
셈데 저당 그 사와도 셈데 롱데 망거데 선 참마라 셈쪽 라 비요 사리 셈쪽 셈다 셈속 시 비쇼.
아니, same day long day shaga zoching nang remo this same day long day mangak de these three passes and zochin, so all of them is you can call refer the same day, same day, yeah. Same chok, sorry, same chok.
Nyingma korang gelap serla ta ada zokba Chenpo lap yang nanti nang same chok yang zokba changda yo.
According to Nyingma's language, you can say ata zokpa Chenpo, then is include everything. So then the sixth we talk about the main deity.
Just it was Do Git Sem.
Yes.
Do Git Sem. Okay.
Yes. Sem means just three.
The three
Yeah.
Yidam so the Nyingma land ayo ani de shege yo. Jiddi dang dribdi ani is. Jiddi de ko jo de jik shapa dang to so jing khan la jiddi de. Manga ta sa nyam se lim khan la dribdi de yo. Jiddi dang dribdi ani de shege yo.
Nyingma, according to Nyingma, you make two categories. One is jiddi and dribdi. Jiddi means more explanation part, and the dribdi is more practice in like the instruction part.
Niki chibade da niga ge yedam so to dorji semba.
They both main deity is Vajrasarva.
Dribdi ge kabla dribba kab jet di da yedam jeda ba iwa jinjo ge da yena dorji sem wi ka song te nam jit tam tu ma to tonji dorji sem wana.
So the dribba, the Peter instruction practice that palm dribba kat jet, you make 8 divisions. But they all is aspects of Vajrasarva.
And Nyingma ge lik sur la. Dorji sem hwa de Nyewi si chinu gel sangma ge tigi dang shen lep. Ka song te yo dem chinli tam ja chik ten di ba ji ga ngun dam yo.
According to Nyingma, that's Vajrasarva is the inseparable of the 8 bodhisattvas.
Dorji sem hwa de zhu dang de yu shi po di da di tsarab di na sangma dorji sem hwa lo da wana. Ha ayiwa chi na sangma dorji sem hwa nam jir cha da wana. Tada chi ga do ki yo.
So if you rise, then is all come from Vajrasarva, and then you
Gather back.
or gather back, yes, gather back, and then is only Vajrasarva singer.
Nyingma ge yedam dorji sem ba ri lab yang na da ma dik ko kang yo ma.
So therefore, if you say Nyingma's the main deity is Vajrasarva, then it's okay, everything fine. Correct. Maybe the Chonaba can argue possible.
Chonang Tijin Korlo am Tartiga Dorji ba manang ji ko ma to ko yore. Yang dorji sam ko ma ma ra kan do.
So, and if Chonaba, the Kalachakra also refers to more Vajrasarva neutral. Neutral, mano, just mano. Inseparability of the Vajrasarva. So he thinks that all these Tantrayana deities, when you refer to, becomes Vajrasarva. Another categories Nyingma make is called 3 roots. So these 3 roots, or other traditions also, they no disagreement, but more Nyingma have emphasized on this.
Lama Gondi Yetam Kabjet Quandun Tuma di Tadai. Quargum Persamian La Pio, Quargum Paxamian La Pio. Lama Gondi,
Lama Gondi,
Gombandipa.
Lama Gondi, Gombadipa, Yantum Hadra, Gombadipa, Lama, that's they call Lama. This is Yidam deity.
Yidam Gabjet,
Yidam Kajet, Tam Kajet Chamurim. The 8 divisions before they refer more Yidam. And Kando,
Kandon Tuma,
Kandon Tuma. Tuma,
Doji Pamo, Namo,
the Vaja, what do you call Rahula?
Yogini.
Raja Yogini.
No, Yogini, that's Maro. Rahi, Varahi.
Tandachi. The Lama Yetam Kando something.
Kando, Dakini is that one, Rahu, Vajrahi. Yeah.
Yamarang Shetrala, Shinlap Lama did that, Shinlap the Lama Latini Yongo Yoder.
So the Nyingma say, all the blessings, the root of is the Lama.
Mudup Jitava Yedam did that, Mudup Tuvala, Yedam Jiketam, Naram Latini Yongo Yoder.
So if you need CDs, then you have to go with the Yedam practices.
Chenli Chitawam Kando Songoyode. Yaratam Chenli Gangjang Gangdang Gangsin Kandu Niwala Shongo.
So if you have any success of the activities, then you have to rely on with the Dakinis.
Kando Limira, there go you not Jiti Tama Gomba Mato, Yamakibu Shatanji Mari.
The Dakinis is important one activities. Is not only Nyingma but all tantras go this way.
Nyingma got the chit Tonia, Dodong Jimmy Lavion, Chenli Chitawam Kando.
Yeah. Nyingma but more emphasize.
Dobachi.
But all agree.
Patani Jabat Yichato.
So the 8th is what is the main text referring, main doctrines.
Tachetang Yichat Yedam Gangin Tichato.
So the text is whatever the Yidam deity. You mean that is the text, main text.
Yidam de Chezotang, the Jidi de Neva Tela, Tatin Yongi.
So the two generation, the two stage practices and everything that you refer there. Huh?
Did he say the protectors already?
No.
We're still in 6.
What?
Japa, Yicha.
8.
So we skipped 7.
Yes.
Oh, so Mari, 7 Labman do ya, Strong Mari,
Yes, okay. Yes, the 7th protector, yes. He forgot.
Nyamaga Mamgung got some down, Mother down some love you.
Did he not see it?
Mambochi. So. You get Tani that do. Show me Mamgun got some there to do. Mamo down, Gombo down, Tamjin.
So there's 2 ways to send. Both have 3 each. So one is Mamo, Tamchenda, Mamgun Tausan.
Gombo,
Mamo, Gombo, Tamchin. These 3. The other one? The other one called Marza Thompson. Mamo, Za Rahula, Tamchen.
Mamo Tela, Jitakanam, Mambo Gioka, so the Igata, the Patan Harmonica.
So Mamo have many different divisions, but mainly Kwadal Hamo and Ikatzat.
Padalamu Namjin Dawina, young Jendamanda by Yori, Mato Tonji, Tajang Mamu Padalamo Thomas in Dawri.
So, yeah, Padalamo have many aspects, but the refer is just Padalamo.
Cardina Yamag Jidranganalola, Mamo Sipi Pim the Jinawatang, Chanzo called me Jid the Jinawatang, Jid Korangla. The Kona of the Jitamayori.
Okay, so they in Nyingma's own tradition, they have everything referred on the tantrana.
Chirtang Pok Soma Manche Jongsa, Nyingma Ranglindo.
So all of the Tibetans, the protectors first come from Nyingma.
Nyingma Nyama Ganala Soma Jitmamodu.
So the Nyingma's texts have many texts for the protectors.
Nitala Lapio. Yindaman Mashi, Narang Yashu Tamdang, Narang Mukum Tonga Lapio. Pok Namjin Timbag Tongma Jachi Gubjitamba, Nyangili Chonga Lapio.
So he cannot guarantee, but as far as he think is 90% of the Tibetan protectors first come from Nyingma.
Oh yeah. Tani Jabba the Ichari.
That it is the text.
Kalam Dorji Samsung Perna Do Jim Chitawanda Ochina Jagar Kapandim Zapadang, Pogum Kibatum Zapa Pemabudu.
And the three texts, Dorjit, Samsung, this have inside many of Indian texts and many Tibetan texts.
Chitangum Dogan Rivala Nupchin Sanji Shigum Zapagum, don't remember Kochata, so in Gonadaway.
So Nupchin Sanji, he's make commentary Mambi Kocha. This is meant to be the main text.
Jim Chitawanda in Jagarkum Zapadang, Yampogum Zapa Pemabudu.
So Jimtrita also have many Indian texts and Tibetan texts.
Rinpoche, Bamala Mata, Sanji Sawa, Gapi Adorji, Las Honda Pandu.
Rinpoche, Sanji Sawa, Bamamatra, Sanji Sawa. Or many written by this many.
Tani Pony La Tamagu. So the Kinchin Rong Namni Gumzapatella, Ajin Hoyori.
So in Tibetans, they mostly refer to Ronglong Namni, which means Ronzom Panchata and Alongchin Ramjam.
Northern Bandata, Comchong Dana, Alongchin Ramjam, the sound of Shokiman.
Longchin Baz, Sandu Shokiman Ser, and Ronzom Baz, Comchok Comchok.
Anita Yachiva Tamba, Longchimbagam, Dun,
so the mostly detail is the Longchin Baz, the 7 treasures.
And the Tangsanga Wachina, Mapam Ramboji Pemni, Logia, the Mongolpi or Mari, Mapam Gazon, Shendanijang, Tama Gasachi Boti, Yama, Dupta Chatang, picture on the. So
nowadays, the most people emphasize on Mapam. So Mapam is only 100 years, within 100 years come, but his text, Nyingma was using for the intellectual study, and the practice, everybody using his text. So the Khanti Dakpo. Tamushi Turnjik Khanti Dakpo, and the Niga the Turnjit Maro Yikchi Dakora. So the ninth, he talking about who's the main text written. It seems like Chitong Dipsen is the first text written author. Should be, because he has Kayantak Bitsama written. He is even very scholar on and Abhisamankara and so forth. Then later on, the Ronzom Pandita and Longchenpa and Mapam is more the main authors. So if we refer to an ancient, then is a Sozar Nufsum. Sozar Nufsum characteristic.
딱 냥마가 땅무 담바 아냐라 바브데요.
First one is Nyak
냥 제나 까마라.
Nyak Jana Kamara.
냥 제나 까마라 데요. 그런 로타 봐요. 반테다야.
He is a great translator. He is Pantida.
아, 또마자 그 상가 같은 침보야래.
He is Mahasiddhi.
아, 그런 뭐지 야만영이 난산이야래.
He is the father of the disciples of the Pamasambhava.
어, 코단다 그 가보 땅복선로.
He is the first
담바
specialist, the holder of the Nyingma tradition.
근데 파르타 안 블라바데요.
The second is Nap Sangji Hira.
아래 납친 상지.
Napchin Sangji Yeshi.
납친 상지에 ngaren bochi yer zin zam ji ngaren bochi phe di kabla lo chong chong yin sare a ta ge shi se ni da kong ngaren bochi lo ma da so la te ni korang lo jong chi to ba to song da le.
So he is only seen Guru Rinpoche later, but later on he disciple of Guru Rinpoche's students, and then he become Mahasiddha.
Ko lo ji ta na ge tong hung ni che ge nang na ti ni yong yo.
His story even in Dongfeng text, which means that there's very ancient text on the Cape, found from the Cape. So this is there also his story.
Ngajer ge tamba tama zir la ba de bi yo. Zir dina chamsang ji ge ming.
So finally they arrived in Zir. Zir is a family name.
Zirchin shakjam jongni tang zirchong shirab chapa ta sori.
Zirchin Hikyam Joni, Zirchong Shirabtafa. It's like the older one, the younger one.
Ta bok sangji ji tamba de alang dharma ge uizang shogni nubni. Ndokam shogla tarjin do ikab tare. Ti kabla shis sangji tamba haryang tar di kabla uizang da mayo sang sam da uizang ge mobje la sobani tamba tari yo. Ti kabla ta ne go lachin gongba ra sar de ko jo. Lachin gongba ra sar tang da na ge zirchong shirab chapa ne ka zirchin shakjam jongni timnyam de. Lachin gongba ra sar.
So at first Langtarma destroyed the Buddhism, and later on later 100 years later the new rises again the Buddhism. That time the Zirchong stay alive. So that time Lachin Gongpa Raksar is the first ordained monk later. So that time stayed the younger brother, I think, alive.
Oh, that good. Nyingma ge de ge tangbo tamba nyambi ni kap de la mang che shu de ngak ba dang chimjik ge sangji ge tamba de zong li yong yo. Chimchang ge merjit ge.
Right. First, Nyingma, how hard the Buddhism is more like more families, like a lay person, they hold the Buddhism and transfer it.
Oh, that. That Tana Wisang Shola, Tamba Nyamdo di Kabla, Rafiong Tamba Nyambare Mato, Nokotamba Nyamio, Mari, and the Lamkaya yours.
So when we say destroyed Buddhism in central Tibet, that time many people believe only Vinaya part is destroyed, but it's not destroyed Vajrayana.
Dina Chigni and the Chimba, the Mosaic Topo Mari.
Firstly, because householders, the Dharma is not visible.
Tachi Kunyo Mari, the Lukano Namjin Motima Sodang, Shiloko Namjin La Chapario Mari.
So they don't have robes and they don't have external edifications.
Bog Chumi Batonga, Savian Million Dow, Dang, Chassin of Stick, 까르디나 다 아마자 고야다고 당 리칼리 고야다고 라숑 리칼리 메쳐다고 단다 제컵 고ton다가 거기 추르미 바당 인사
The Tibetan king, the Langtarama, his purpose of to destroy also is because the ordinary people no work, they have to feed and so forth. That's why the lay people can serve all his purpose, work and do army or whatever. So that's why.
복 마장다고 지나 라숑 식진 첨보 되비오사리 라프숑니 마장 용도로 식진 첨보 되비오사
Also, the Tibetan population huge impact with the ordained monks.
보담부디가 그다 아마마 그 마장다고 당 지스조지 파든 아티샤 페디가다도 외상 그 마장다고 당 더소라 짐직제지나 시스 랍숑 망자니 복 마장도 뇽뇽 도요사
So if we research it, that Tibetan early kings, the population, and later on during Atisha's time, definitely that Tibetan population is much reduced because too many ordained people.
그나म 그 소부 왕식당 소부 아마가 도식 냠이야 대양 랍숑 바망다니 딱이 냠송아리 아마가 자가 삼도 거랑 또르자요.
Also later on people believe that why Mongolian lose the power because they have too many ordained people, so that's why they have the army power reduced. This is the truth. This is the truth. 남지고. The 20th century, the Mongolia had 300,000 monks, and soldiers never reached that number. Only 60,000, close to 60,000. soldiers. So that time they want to collect army, and then very little number reduced. The outside, how many soldiers inside and the outside come in is a different number. Outside, they're saying we have we have 300,000 soldiers like that, but inside they don't have it. That's only just showing off. Because if you calculation with the whole population of the Mongolian, it's not possible to have 300,000 soldiers. So both Tibetan and Mongolia have too many ordinary people, so that reduces the army power, and this attitude is changes. So now the viewpoints we talk in the evening. What time?
It is 2 o'clock.
No, he talk about the 11th. Start of Shadi. If he not talk this specialist, then he not satisfied. He cannot select tonight. Okay, so he's joking. We can talk tonight.